And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Thomas Cavanaugh Construction is proud to present Live from the Hunt Camp.
And welcome to another edition of Live from the Hunt Camp. I'm Jerry Bim, and my co-host is Jason Marshall, and today we're at Calabogie at the Embassy. And Jason, what do you think of this place? We're having a great time so far, aren't we?
All kinds of dignitaries here tonight at the Embassy. We're having a blast. So, and lots of friendly faces when you come in.
And Nick Smith is the owner. Nick, thanks very much for the invitation. Actually, back to the Embassy. We were here a couple of years ago.
That's right.
Well, that's right. A couple of years ago, but it's a pretty easy camp to get to. I think you're all of 10 feet off the asphalt.
Yeah, tell us exactly where we are. Because we have no idea.
We're just at the top of the hill past the unofficial drag strip of Calabogie. The only straight stretch in this piece of road up here, and before the mailbox corner.
Okay.
And if there are any deer listening out there, please come by. Right?
Exactly. Now, this place used to be called the Polish Embassy. Now you've changed the name to the Embassy. Is there like some sort of legal thing going on there?
No, not too much. It just fit on the sign better when my wife repainted it.
Last time we were here, you were telling us when we walked in that we're sort of a good luck charm for you. We were here 2 years ago, and that was the last time you got a deer here. What's going on?
Well, last time you were here, we had a changing in the guard. I bought the camp from Morris, and so last time you were here, I shot the deer the day before you showed up. So we had one hanging, and the day after you were here, Morris shot one in the same watch.
Okay. And the day in between, Sheldon shot the bull with us. Quite a bit, right?
And he's been shooting it ever since.
So you guys, when we were here last time in 2013, that was your 40th anniversary for the camp as a whole, but it's pretty new to you. But maybe you can tell us a little bit of the history that predates you owning the camp.
Well, the last time you were up here, I told you some of the stuff, my own personal history as far as hunting up the Walden Lake Road with some of the wonderful guys there when I was a kid. Now I'm bringing my own kids up here. This was the first day that my son skipped school to come hunt with me.
You mean he had a sick day, right?
No, I told the school he was hunting with Dad.
But you were saying the building itself has actually moved a few times.
Yeah. Back when they put the hydro line through here, it was actually up with Larry's camp, Camp Crusty, and the French camp, and it had to be moved for the new hydro line to come through. When they moved at that time, they didn't quite move it far enough because they hadn't planned for the road to come through, and they had to move it again.
Now, Nick, it's all about family and friends with you here, obviously, at the camp. Your wife, your kids are here. Why don't you take us around the room, introduce us to who's here tonight?
Okay, we've got Tim, lovingly called Pistachio because he can't put them down. We've got Matt Bridges of McPhail & Perkins, and we've got Bev, who I moose hunt with. We've got Tony, a new member of the camp that's just come up for his first year and just kind of really sitting back and fitting in and enjoying a lot of the stories that we tell.
Does he have the option of getting out if he doesn't like it at the end?
Yeah, it is option. Then we have your Tackleberry. And this guy is responsible for our new camp sweaters and hoodies. And Tackleberry, he has missed 2 deer so far this year, so our year is looking up. He did find a beautiful 12-point shed today. Now, my boys, Owen, he came and helped with the setup, setting up stands and cutting shooting lanes, and he's been sweeping the floor every time you turn around without being told, which we are very happy about, helping to fill the wood box. His camp etiquette, I'm very proud of. Evan, he skipped school today to come, and he came down to see a lot of the landmarks. You heard about in the stories. We chased the doe out to Tackleberry today, had a great time. My wife and mother are here just to enjoy the party and kind of support us all. That's just fantastic. Larry, we always visit together. He's down from Camp Crusty. The odd time we'll throw together 2 camps in order to make a chase so that we've got enough manpower to actually close up one of these big areas up here. And then there's Sheldon.
Last but not least.
He is entertaining, I can say that much.
No, you saved the best for the last.
Sheldon's got some good stories. I know he does.
I like the new shirts that you guys got. That's good. That's a new addition since the last time we were here.
Last time our slogan was where bare necessities are held dear, and now we've got diplomatic immunity.
And as we go around the room, we're finding a couple gentlemen. We have one lad that apparently is quite noisy. He's shooting like crazy this year, and we have a new addition to the camp. So, guys, maybe you can let our listeners know who we're speaking with.
I'm known as Tackleberry.
And who do we have with him?
I'm the Greenhorn, Tony.
Hey, Tony the Greenhorn. So we'll start with you, the Greenhorn, the first year in the camp. So what's your first impression?
It's amazing here. This country is amazing. The hills, valleys, like you don't get it back where I'm from.
Notice
I'm from Cambridge, Kitchener-Waterloo area.
Now, I noticed when I first asked you about the camp, you went right to the land and the property. You didn't talk about the guy beside you as being a good guy or anything. How's it been, though, like in the early stages, just getting to kind of know these guys and, having some fun?
Like, as soon as you walk in, you're part of the group. You're a brother already.
Sheldon!
Yes.
You've been a mainstay here since the first day that Nick came aboard, right?
Yeah,
you guys started here together?
First day, Nick, we were neighbors for years. So when he bought the camp, I was the first one to come with him.
And you've been here ever since?
Ever since.
Have you gone home at any point, or you just stay at the camp?
The wife would rather I'd stay here at the camp.
But you know what keeps you coming back year after year, my friend?
It's a camaraderie. There's a great bunch of guys here.
You know, right at the start, before we went on air, I said to Nick, we need to find the biggest BSer in camp, because I didn't even get the way out, and everybody pointed to you.
Oh,
Why would they do that?
I think I'm the mascot here. I've never shot a deer. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but...
Well, it's good if you're a deer, I guess, for sure. Well, is it true that you actually last shot at a deer the last time the Leafs won the Stanley Cup?
No, that's not true. That's definitely not true.
They didn't have rifles back then, eh? So.
Oh, boy. I was going to say something good about 98.7, but I'm taking it back now.
Now, Sheldon, you look like an honest fella. Honestly, we go back. We've known each other for a few years now. So everybody that crashes here at the camp at night, we need to hear from you. Who is the loudest snorer in the bunch?
Well, I don't hear any snoring.
So to me, that indicates that Sheldon's the loudest snorer. Is that true? Nick, who would it be?
Matt Bridges.
Matt. Does he at least snore in key?
I think he does. I think he does everything in key.
So Sheldon, either you or Nick can answer this question too, okay? So you got a big 14-point buck out there, 200 yards away, and you only have one shell. Who do you pick in the camp to take that shot?
Nick, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
And I thought you would have picked yourself, Sheldon.
All right, I got Larry. I got Larry over here. Let's move over and have a little chat with Larry here. Larry, you were here last time we were here, and you are from the notorious Camp Crusty.
That's right, just down the road and on the other side of the road, and we've been friends ever since they took over here. Ever since Nick took over
Was
at
it a
the
hostile
embassy.
takeover when they
It was relatively peaceful, and I have to give Nick credit. He did the right thing and got out and said hello to all the local camps. And I suppose now that we're on air, I should publicly acknowledge that I got a deer first morning of season, and it was thanks largely to the folks here at the embassy, because they are such poor shots. They were over here shooting and banging, and it brought me to attention, and lo and behold, for protection, the deer crossed the road, and I got him. So
fell prey to you?
Yeah. So what can I say? Thank you to the embassy for that.
Now, Camp Crusty, how many members in Camp Crusty?
About 4 generally. It's a very small camp. This
Selective
year,
membership?
Quite selective, yes.
Is it true there's a waiting list to get in there?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I daren't suggest how long the waiting list is.
So in terms of the name Camp Crusty, where did that come from?
I don't know. It had been named by the previous owner.
He was a crusty fellow, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a bit on the crusty side, and I just said, hey, and my boys both decided, no, that's very fitting. So there it stays, Camp Crusty.
Well, welcome to the embassy.
Thank you very much. I'm drinking champagne, feeling no pain till early morning. Dining and dancing with every pretty girl I can find. Having a fling with that pretty young thing till early morning. Darling, tomorrow I'll wake up with you on my mind.
It's hunting season in the valley, and Thomas Cavanaugh Construction would like to remind you to be a responsible hunter and to remember these important safety tips. Always wear your hunter orange. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't hunt alone. Be sure of your target and practice gun safety. These tips will help ensure that hunting remains a safe activity for all concerned. A message from the folks at Thomas Cavanaugh Construction. Have a great hunt.
Contract done. A green and white band with Cavanaugh on the door.
With us, Jason. We've got Bev and we've got Pistachio. We'll find out about the name.
We'll ask the questions that need to be asked. People want the answers. So we just basically said we want the two best looking guys in camp, and they shoved everybody out of the way and came up to the microphone.
Well, that's right. So Bev, you hunt with Nick all the time, don't you?
Yeah, I carry the whole camp, to tell you the truth. I've been hunting for a number of years. I started off with groundhogs, and now I got right up. Those are great big deer and moose now.
You must be one of the guys that comes the furthest to the camp.
I live in Trenton, and no, I'm not, because some of the boys here are from Brantford, the other side of Toronto, so no, I'm...
So how long have you been hunting in this area, Bev?
I've hunted this area right here.
Without giving away your age.
I've hunted the if you want to include Bancroft area, the whole bit, probably 20 years.
Yeah.
But I've hunted all northern Ontario prior to that, like from Savannah Lake to all the way across the top end of Ontario. I've hunted.
What's your best memory or your best story that you could tell about this gang that you're hunting with here?
Well, it would have to be the truth.
That's the first guy I've seen his nose actually grow when we're talking to him.
The thing is, we're avid hunters, all of us. No question about it. We're up in the morning and at it. That's what I can say. I think that's fantastic.
Great.
When you're up in the morning and at it, you mean at hunting, or are you at breakfast, or what are you at?
We've had our breakfast and then we're at it.
There we go. All righty, and we got a good-looking lad over here with a nice 98.7 hat on.
Thanks, Jerry. Thank you.
Not you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, jeez.
We got a taller fellow over here with a 98.7 hat on.
That's not saying much. He's the first member of the group.
And you go by the name Pistachio. What's the story there?
Well, I eat my weight in pistachios every time we come to the hunt camp, so I still don't know why I've got the name, but...
Okay, so there could be a bit of an association.
Yeah.
How long have you been hunting with these guys?
We've been up here 3 years, I think. Cherish, my wife, knew Nick from college way back.
And now you've got the sweatshirt with your name on it, so that means you're in for life.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
We'll see that whole immunity thing again. He's not really answering. So where do you come from to hunt up here?
Well, both Tackleberry and I are parasites, in fact. We live in Paris. And I actually...
Ontario, yes. I want to clarify that.
Well, we had pegged Tackleberry for a parasite, for sure. Yeah.
Don't forget I like to shoot.
He's the one that shoots at everything, Tim, so be careful.
It's good to have you guys here. And now we got the fellow that we've been looking for.
There he
just
is.
walked in the door, Mr. Matt Bridges. Come on over here, Matt.
Oh,
how are you? You've been busy. You've been back and forth in and out the door here on your phone, and busy guy.
Yeah, I generally am.
You generally are, right? And you're going to play some. You're playing some music with us here tonight.
I'm going to play some music among some others here, and we should have a nice
Bunch of entertainment for
Hall of
them.
Famer and everything, Jason.
Oh yeah, congratulations, Matt, on you and the Countrymen this year going into the Ottawa Valley Country Music Hall of Fame.
Thank you
Very well
Thank
deserved.
you very much. It was a really nice honor to have. Don't tell Bev, but it keeps ragging me
Razzing
on
you
it.
about that.
Bev's like that, though. You know, is there an instrument that you don't play?
The flute.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're young yet, so you can still
It
learn. Right?
doesn't really fit me right. I don't know. It's just something about it.
So Matt, good music up here all the time. I heard you guys had a good warm up last night and lots of good tunes coming out of the embassy.
Yeah, we had a nice jam last night, and I think we got a few things ready for tonight.
Well, listen, if you need a flute player tonight, Jason plays the flute, so we're good to go.
Well, did you bring it with you, Jason?
As a matter of fact, no, I didn't. They won't let me bring it anymore. So
We're restricting him to the kazoo on this tour. So.
baby steps, eh, Matt? Baby steps.
So really great to have you here, Matt. And of course you're an avid hunter with these guys too.
Well, I don't get out very much, but I come up for the camaraderie and for the meals and the music and.
So Matt, you're a pretty straight shooter. Who would be the biggest BSer in this camp? You can be honest with us. It's just you and me and Jerry and Leslie and 10, 20, 30,000 listeners.
Oh gosh, it's pretty hard to choose, really. I mean, there's about 4.
They're all right up there.
Yeah, it's well represented here.
Okay, that's good because everybody keeps saying it's Sheldon.
Well, I don't know. He'd be one of them.
And Jason, we have had a fantastic time here again at the embassy, haven't we?
Oh, we have. I should have worn my rubber boots. So there's a lot of storytellers here. It gets pretty deep over here.
It's pretty deep in here tonight. But Nick, we want to thank you so much for inviting us out again. You phoned me up one time in the middle of the summer, and we had a chat. And you said, "Why don't you come back out?" And we're not used to getting invited back to a place for the second time, so we jumped on it right away.
Oh, you didn't bring Andrew.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, that was a stipulation. Yeah, for sure. So, we missed the big lug out here at this thing, so that's good. So, but Nick, you guys have been so warm with the hospitality as soon as we walked through the door. And once again, thank you guys so much. You have a great bunch of guys here that you hunt with, and a real family experience. Because I know that it's time for us to wrap up because the young lad's coming by with the broom again. So that's good.
Nick, you had something in your hand there you wanted to talk to us about before we
We've got one member of our camp, unfortunately, due to responsibilities and stuff like that. He's played a pretty integral role to the camp. We all know that every camp out there has the supporters at home, the wives, the mothers, everybody else sending out food. We've got our own little mother in camp, and by little I mean international football coach, and he's quite the guy. He's moved out from the city, and he's very much a city boy, and when he's out with us, he's slumming, but he's loving life, and he's trying to get his redneck on. He's got a city Jeep, don't want to scratch the city Jeep, but he's taken all the ribbon and all of everything else that he gets around here pretty dang well. He plans our menus, he runs to Costco, gets all our pistachios, and plans all of that stuff. So we've got a little gift for him, even though he can't be here tonight because of all these extra commitments. He hasn't been able to hunt. We've got a beautiful wood-handled Swiss Army knife with Sergeant Slurry engraved into the handles.
That's a really nice gift. We'll be happy to take it to him, make sure he gets it. Nick, okay?
He's going to be out here by about a little bit later after the show. I think he might make it out here, but we're looking forward to getting him out on his watch and seeing what he can do. Thank you very much, Sergeant Slurry.
All right, Sergeant Slurry.
Sounds like the immunity thing again. Nobody mentioned his real name. Did you notice that, Jason?
I noticed that. Well, Jason, we got to get the heck out of here, but we want to thank everybody here at the embassy for the invitation, and we appreciate you having us out here, guys. And we'd like to thank our sponsor, Thomas Cavanaugh Construction, again. Now, Jason, tomorrow we're taking a repeat of a show that we did a couple years ago with the Ridge Runners at Griffith, and we had a great time there. Such a fantastic time. We wanted to replay that show for our listeners. And then the day after, we're going to visit our old buddy Johnny McGonigal at the Widow Lake Camp. John, and as you know, John's
a nice guy.
John's a nice guy, and these
tough crowd here at the embassy.
Tough crowd. But at any rate, again, we want to thank you on behalf of Thomas Cavanaugh Construction, folks. And until next time on Live from the Hunt Camp, see ya!
the Hunt Camp has been brought to you by Thomas Cavanaugh Construction. Join us next time for more Live from